Hi Year 5, I hope you're all okay and you enjoyed yesterday's model text. Now, hopefully, if you remember rightly, I asked you to find some words that you didn't know in the model text and look up their meaning. So we're going to be doing a bit more about that today and looking at word meaning in a little more detail. So let's have a look. So hopefully now on your screen you can see a list of words from the model text and their definitions. So I'm going to quickly run through those. So juveniles is anything young, for example, animals, humans or plants. Hopefully you'll remember this word juveniles from when we wrote our information text about Cyclops before Christmas. We've got the word prominent, which means something that stands out and can be seen easily. The word inhabit, to live somewhere. The word gouge, to make a rough hole in something. The word agile, moving quickly and easily. The word surveying, looking out for something. And the word prey, an animal that is hunted by another animal. So what I'd like you to do first of all is pause the video and add any of these words that aren't on your list already to your list from yesterday's lesson and make a note of their definition as well, because we'll be needing them in today's lesson. So pause me now and do that. Right, so now we're going to see if we remember the definition of some of the words. So what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to write the following words and write whether picture 1 shows that definition or picture 2. So juvenile then, does picture 1 show a juvenile or does picture 2 show a juvenile? Okay, write that down now, just juvenile, number 1 or number 2. If I start to go a bit fast for you, you can always pause me until you finish that part. The second word then, agile. Does picture number 1 show somebody that's agile or picture number 2 show somebody that's agile? Write that down. And finally, number 3, gouge. Does picture 1 show the verb gouge or does picture number 2 show the word gouge? Write that down. So I'll give you some answers now so you can mark them. So juvenile then, number 2, picture number 2 shows a juvenile. That shows a young person. Picture number 1 shows somebody that's agile because they're moving quickly and easily. And picture number 2 shows the verb gouge. It shows a spade making a rough hole in some brick. Hopefully you got those right, so well done if you did. Right, now you've got 4 sentences here and we've got our words from our list. You need to fill in the blanks with these words. Now, I don't want you to write the whole sentence, that's just a waste of time. So if you could just write, as you see I've done 1, 2, 3 and 4 on your piece of paper and then write the correct word next to those numbers. So number 1, the scales on a giant lion snake act as a warning to hunters and are they very juvenile, gouge, inhabit, prominent, agile, surveying or prey? So write 1 and then the word that you think fits in that gap. Remember, if I'm going too fast, pause me and then you can play me again when you're ready. Number 2, cheetahs stalk a range of when they hunt. Do they stalk a range of juvenile, gouge, inhabit, prominent, agile or surveying or prey? Off you go. Number 3, many polar bears the North Pole along with seals. Do many polar bears juvenile the North Pole, gouge the North Pole, inhabit the North Pole, prominent the North Pole, agile the North Pole, surveying the North Pole or prey the North Pole? Write that down. And number 4, beavers tend to holes into logs to keep their teeth sharp. Do they tend to juvenile holes, gouge holes, inhabit holes, prominent holes, agile holes, surveying holes, or prey holes. Fill that in now. Again, pause me if you need to, because I do want to move through quite quickly. If I'm going too fast, just pause me and then join back in at your own pace. So now we're going to go through the answers. So the scales on a giant lion snake act as a warning to hunters and are very prominent. It means they stand out. Super. Cheetahs stalk a range of prey when they hunt. So remember, prey is an animal that is hunted by another animal. Many polar bears inhabit the North Pole along with seals. So that means they live in the North Pole. And beavers tend to gouge holes into logs to keep their teeth sharp. So they tend to make rough holes in logs. Brilliant. Right. Finally then, it's a nice short lesson today. We've got 4 of our words, and you just need to say whether they mean the first meaning or the second meaning. So I'm going to name them A and B for you. So does inhabit mean A, to live somewhere, or B, to walk through something? So just make a note, just put the word inhabit and A or B. Does prominent mean A, to be seen, or to B, stand out clearly? So write prominent and A or B. Does surveying mean to look around for something or to glide along quietly? So put surveying, A or B. Does being juvenile mean A, being a human, or B, being young? Put A or B. Remember, pause me if you need to, because we're going to go through the answers. So, inhabit means A, to live somewhere. So hopefully you've put A. Well done. Prominent means to stand out clearly. Well done. Surveying means to look around for something. A, brilliant. And juvenile means being young. Fabulous. Well done. So you should have got all of those right. So that was a bit of a different lesson today. It was a bit more like a guided reading lesson, but it's really useful for you to know those words. Hopefully you'll be able to use them in your own information text when we come to do that in a few weeks' time. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take a picture of your work that you've done. I'd love to see how many you got right. I'm hoping you got them all right today because it wasn't too tricky. It was just nice to recap those words. Come back tomorrow then and we'll carry on with our new unit. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.